A deep question which only you can answer. Why everyone is chasing ISRO, BARC, DRDO, ESC, or other competitive examinations? Do they really don't have any other options? I don't think so. Okay, Shubham Agarwal. Actually, I also don't think so. Maybe you should guide who can go in competitive examination direction, because many people don't clear those and end up wasting a lot of time. Maybe they can done some okay done some they could have done, sorry, I'm a terrible reader, they could have done something else and may have landed a good opportunity. That is very correct. Why people are, basically the question is, why are people running after government jobs? So the main reason is pretty obvious. It is the parents. They all want government jobs because they grew up in a completely different time. They grew up in the 80s. At that time, government jobs were everything. And especially after the boom of this internet and the people who are making money out of social media, these people are not going to be appreciated by the parents because there is a generation gap. There's a huge generation gap. These days, the generation gap is as small as 5 years. So you won't be able to relate to even people who are 5 years younger than you. Especially, I'm someone who was born in 90s. I won't be able to properly relate with people who are born in 2001 to 2010, somewhere in between that. So it is especially difficult for parents to understand the new opportunities that are coming up. Is there any problem with government jobs? Not really, but yes, the government jobs are very, very stagnant. Growth is very slow. And the good thing about government job is the starting income is very, very high. I don't think that any private job is going to give you that big of a starting package with that less of work. All right. So you might be saying that Google is giving that much package and Facebook is giving that much package, but the work is also comparable, and that only comes with very good degrees like IIT degrees and things like that. So in that place, government jobs are definitely good. Government jobs are good with security that no matter what happens, you are going to get your salary. But I know that because of this pandemic, the salary income of government jobs has also reduced. They are going to remove DA, they are going to even remove TA and things like that. So salary will get hit. Even and when it comes to PSUs, because PSUs have to create profit, PSUs are basically half private only, so over there also there will be problem. So the major issue would be the growth is slow, and the organizations are so mammoth, it is very gigantic. So you will be becoming a very small part of a very big organization, and whenever that happens, you won't actually be getting a very good leading role. So when it comes to, let us say you joined a startup which is just 2 years old, you will be getting a very pivotal role just when you entered that organization. But it will never happen with government jobs. In government jobs, mainly old people will be ruling and telling you what to do, but happens opposite in private sector. So it is a stigma that is over there that government jobs are the best. I think it is wiping away over time, especially the next generation won't be told that government jobs are everything. And also the problem that lack of jobs in government sector these days, the number of seats are very, very low. And because of these mentality of the parents and also students, also a lot of students and graduates will be willing to get into government jobs only because this is the mentality. The job work amount is very low in government jobs. Well, there are a few government jobs where the amount of work that you will have to do is very, very low, but especially in organizations like ISRO, the amount of workload is very high. Okay, so maybe these people don't know, even Indian Railways, the amount of work is very, very high. So it is like a misconception. So Shubham Agarwal is very correct over here that people don't even know what they are fighting for. Like I said, no, when you're undergraduate, you are going to literally party after getting a 3 lakh package. And I know that after getting 3 lakh package, what is your life going to be like in 1 year? You are going to be miserable and you will try all your best to get out of that job, to do anything. I've seen so far as people are leaving that job without any other opportunities and preparing for competitive examination. All right. So people don't actually know what is happening or what is job in general. People who are graduates who are preparing for competitive examination, don't really know what is job. You'll understand that once you get a job, and then there's a big mismatch of what you expected and what is the reality. And that is why it happens a lot that a lot of people are leaving their very good government jobs as well, because we are never told what a job is going to be like. And that is what the reality I wanted to bring with the podcast. In the Torq and Fire podcast especially, I've talked a lot about what jobs really are and what are the benefits of not having a job but having an income. That actually means you're doing something on your own, and that is the opportunity that is brought by the social media or the online world. For example, if you want to run a course or you want to teach something or you want to start something, you are getting an audience online these days. So that is a career opportunity that parents are not aware of. But those are the things that I started to make you guys aware. I started a series called YouTube Step by Step, and I'm going to make more of those. But still, conventional mindset is there, and they are also, you have seen this, no? Like, people who are preparing for competitive examination, if you become a topper, what kind of mentality other people are having. The toppers are treated as gods over here. I do not think that this would be happening in any other country other than India. Really, I don't think that there's anyone from England whose video I've seen that this is a topper in some examination. It really does not matter, because an examination is very simple. It does not make you very successful. So over here in this country, it is like a person who's a topper in a particular examination is treated to be much more successful than a person who has started a very successful business. So we don't really see a lot of interviews of Indian entrepreneurs who are making like 3 lakh, 4 lakh rupees minimum by doing something on their own, having employees who are working under them. But we are going to see a lot of interviews of toppers of GATE examination, ISRO examination, engineering services examination. So that is something that is there. I would say it is kind of a brainwash that. So obviously, if you're going to see that, yeah, your parents are also going to say, look at that person who was topper over there, you should also try to be like that person. They are never going to say that, look at that person built something on his own and now he's having employees and he's having a successful company. When I started a company, can you call a company? It is a proprietorship. But when I was registering for tax and all and GST and all, it was a super difficult time. Right now, I'm very educated and I've worked in companies before, but I have no idea about what is GST, what is TDS, because I was never taught that, right? So a lot of people will live throughout their life not knowing these things, because it is the kind of mindset by most people that these things are good and these things are not. All right. So I think that there's going to be a lot of changes in future, because this internet is helping a lot of people reach to people who are having experience. For example, if YouTube was never there, you would never have an access to a person talking for free who has been working in ISRO for some time, has worked in Department of Atomic Energy and has left those jobs, right? So you would never know that. But now people are aware of that, and I'm not the only one. There are a lot of people doing this. So I think that is good. Okay, let us end this topic with a positive note. Now, some other questions are also there. You can talk about other opportunities. See, opportunities mainly come from your education. All right. So if you are doing BTech, then the opportunity